give the whole city. He's breathing that Toronto energy inside of him, that spirit, that hustle. He's just a fun player to watch. Uh, and yeah, he's my number 7. Okay, here we go. All right, now I'm not gonna lie, I kind of struggled here because my number 6 is Zion Williamson, and Zion is so hard. He's really, really hard to rank because he's, of course, he's in the top 10. He is in the top 10. Like, there's no debate that he's not in the top 10. The only one is that he's only played 19 games, not even 20 games in his career, and that's valid, but it doesn't matter. But I don't. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about career. We're talking about right now. Who's better? Excuse me. And Zion is scary, man. Just the overall efficiency, the package. Yo, I was, I was so big on Zion. Like in 2016, like I was seeing clips of this kid. I was watching this kid's games in high school, and I was like, bro, this kid is, this kid is crazy. He's special, man. But as you know, as the hype started to build around him, and I was kind of seeing his game kind of in college and seeing how it translated, he was still dominant, but he just looked so big. And like for me, I was like, yo, how is that gonna sustain in the NBA playing 82 games? And I mean, we're gonna see. But maybe this whole that injury that kept him out basically 60% of the season, maybe this was a good thing for him because he can sit, he gets to watch the game a little bit, maybe get his body right. I mean, honestly, he still looked big as hell. Basketball Reference has him at 285 pounds. 6'6", 285, bro. What? That's crazy. That's almost a lineman in football. Like, do you understand how crazy that is? He's basically a D lineman playing basketball. And and I think he's heavier than some D linemen, to be honest. Seriously. Like, but what really gets him on this list, like I said, bro, the kid came in 24 points per game, 7 rebounds, which I think that can be even higher. I think he's kind of underachieved a little on the boards. Um, 2 assists, nothing crazy. The efficiency, 59% from the field. This kid shooting 46% from three. And granted, he's taking less than 1 3 a game. But just by sheer numbers, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. But no, honestly, I feel like this is a good place for him. One, two, three, four, five. At number 6, I don't think he's top 5 just yet, and it's really harsh to put him above Pascal Siakam. But honestly, I think in the 19 games he's shown, I think it's justifiable. I really do. Um, but yeah, man, this list, I told you guys were in for something. This is a good list. On to number 5, top 5, top 5, top 5. We got Bi, Tiny, the Slender Man himself, Brandon Ingram. Yeah, I think Ingram's just, you know, I feel like there's an argument for Ingram over Zion also, but I just think this kid has just stepped his game up. This is the first year that he's really, really solidified himself as, I think that I can be the best player on my team. And realistically, that also, they're on the same team, Zion and Brandon. Brandon Ingram's the best player on that team, and that's really what it comes down to. He's came into the new organization. Maybe, who knows? Maybe the pressure of being a Laker was a little too tough for him. He never really got What he's doing now is what they were expecting from him last year. This kid shooting 39% from three, went from 33 last year, from scoring 18. Granted, LeBron had the ball a lot last year, and Brandon only played 52 games. But this year he's averaging 24 points per game, doubled his steals, increased his rebounding. He's just become more confident. His free throw percentage is went from 68% to 86%. You can tell that the trade fueled him, um, inspired him, angered him even, and he's out to prove to people that, hey, this kid can play. And like I said, bro, I didn't say this yet, but I think Brandon Ingram has that Kevin Durant potential. Um, for the most part of his career, he's been like a deep mid-range shooter, um, which is cool. But I think if he can sustain this level of production from three, and Basketball Reference has him at 6'7", there's no way. Brandon Ingram is not 6'7". He is at least 6'11", bro. That kid is tall. Like, I don't understand what they're talking about. Brandon Ingram's tall as hell. Yeah. I think I kind of struggled here though, because moving on to number four, I have Jason Tatum, and for some reason they have Jason Tatum as a power forward this year. He was a small forward last year, but I understand it because the Celtics have like 65 small forwards, so they have to put somebody at power forward, I guess. But yeah, Taco J. It was tough between him and Brandon Ingram because, like I said, Brandon Ingram has really put himself on like a different level this year, and Brandon Ingram is averaging more points and assists than Tatum. It's just really what it comes, and shooting a better percentage from the field. Really, I just think Jason Tatum is the more skillful player. Um, his PR is a little higher. Uh, his 3-point shooting is ridiculous. This kid Tatum is a sniper. Rookie year he came in shooting 43%, dipped down to 37 last year, up again to in the well he's at 30.398, but we rounding up out here. 40% from three. Uh, went from 16, just under 16 last year to 20, almost 24. Another most improved candidate. Uh, and he's improved. He's improved more than. And it's crazy. Tatum, when he came in, he was different. Everyone had the meme was he's only 19. He's only 20. Kid at 20 years old, he dunked on LeBron. Like, he gave LeBron the worst body anyone's ever given LeBron in ever in history. Maybe nah, there was a I think there was a story of LeBron getting dunked on by like some high school kid like back in the day. Like, he deleted the tapes and shit. Bro, listen. LeBron can't be getting exposed out here. I understand. Delete them shits. Don't let nobody see them. We don't need that. Moving on, what we talking about? Tatum? Yeah, man. Tatum's improved in every category this season. Spitfire, one more rebound, almost another assist, more steals, more blocks, minutes up, points up by like 8, 9. The kid's an animal. Skillful. His step back is deadly. Ball handles there. Driving abilities there. I just think all around he's just a more skillful player than Ingram, and he's younger by a little bit. They're both young players. They're both studs. Honestly, I wouldn't even be mad if you had Ingram over Tatum just for the package. Brandon Ingram's damn near 7 foot, dribbling like a guard. It's unfair. On to my top three. Top three. A player that probably has gone under your radar. I don't know if any of you guys have him in your top three, but is a monster, like an absolute monster. He was hurt um a decent amount this year, but John Collins, he's he's actually a third. I know I like saying the third, the fourth, but he's actually a third. But excuse me, John Collins is my third, and you know it's kind of tough to put him over like the Ingrams, the Tatums of the world, but the numbers speak for themselves, and he's quiet. The only reason why he's not talked about more is because he's on a really bad team. But and like I said, that may play into why his numbers are so good. But this kid is averaging 22 a game, 10 rebounds, shooting 40% from three, while taking almost four threes per game. As a big man, that's really good. Plays 33 minutes, averages almost 2 blocks per game. Steals are there. I don't really know what else to say. This kid is really good. He shoots 58% from the field, and somebody who shoots threes at a reasonable amount, takes almost four per game at 40%, to be shooting almost 60% from the field. Oh my goodness, man. This kid is scary. And that's the NBA is just it's so exciting to see the amount of talented youth in basketball. And the NBA is in really, really good hands. It really is. It's in such a good situation. It's in a better situation than it's ever been. We have so many good players in the league, and the power forward position is crazy. Look, watch out! I'm telling you guys, watch out for this guy. This guy is he's gonna be around for a long time. Just let me just put it like that. They call him the Baptist. They call him the Baptist. That's a fire name. Moving on. Honestly, I would say more about John Collins, but honestly, it's just he's on such a bad team. Like him and Trey, and hopefully, DeAndre Hunter becomes something crazy for them. Who else the Hawks got? I don't even know. I don't really watch the Hawks. I like Trey. I like Collins. But I'm really trying to think. I don't know, man. The Hawks are terrible. Moving on. Number two. Whew. This is tough, man. This is tough. These two players are so demonic. They're so good. Anthony Marchand. You're like, who the Marchand? Anthony Marchand Davis. AD is my second best power forward in the league. And as blasphemous as that might sound, because AD is ridiculous. This kid came to LA, no pressure. I mean, with the pressure on, averaging 27 points per game, 2.4 blocks, 1.5 steals, almost 10 boards, almost averaging a double double. What's he shooting from the field? Shooting over 50% at 51%. 3-point percentage is about is on it. What? Just under, about close to his career high, 34%. He takes a decent amount. This year he's taking the most he's ever taken, but which makes sense. Playing with LeBron, you gotta space the floor. Um, don't really know what much more to say. This man might be the best big in basketball, and I say that because I guess that kind of foreshadows my next player, which is Giannis Antetokounmpo, who honestly, as much as I don't really like saying it, Giannis is probably the best player in the league.